What's up guys, TTME here, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be covering the news that happened in the past week. I plan to make this a daily series every Wednesday until there is no more gaming news. Into the first topic. So one of the most recent ones to happen, news articles as of 11/22/2017, is that Square Enix, the people that made popular games like Just Cause 3, is planning to take some of their older games to older consoles like the Wii U and the Nintendo Switch. Tell me down in the comments below if you think this would be a good or a bad thing for the company. I want to hear your opinion. We all know that many people don't like microtransactions, but the country Belgium has disliked them so much that loot boxes, as a part of the Overwatch reward system, is now considered a form of gambling. Is that crazy or what? This kind of goes along with the whole Battlefront scandal and how the representative's comment is now the most downvoted comment on all of Reddit. Tell me what you think about that in the comments below. And along with making that loot boxes are now a form of gambling, they believe that the mixing of money and addiction is gambling. The translated VTM News article concludes, mixing gambling and gaming, especially at a young age, is dangerous for the mental health of the child. I think they're really trying to focus on the young age part, as I don't think they believe that loot boxes are a safe way for children to play games, especially with games like Battlefront 2, where the entire intended audience is young children to teenagers. I've seen adults playing it, but not as many. Flowing right along with the Battlefront 2, this is one of the biggest points in this week's video, is the fact that Battlefront 2 was recently ridiculed for its highly downvoted comment on Reddit of one of its spokespersons saying this. The comment made by the representative of EA will be on the screen and as I read it right now. The intent is to provide players with a sense of pride for unlocking different heroes. Man, that sounds just like a bunch of garbage to get people to buy more microtransactions. EA has been ridiculed for this, and if you look on any popular gaming meme page, you'll find out it's turned into a meme at EA's expense. Many people think that Star Wars Battlefront 2 either needs a change or should not be bought at all, which is really sad considering the gameplay is actually really fun, but the players that have to buy stuff to get an advantage in-game is not good at all. And the fact that we even have to buy players to have fun in the game is not good, and we should not have to pay for players. It's kind of like how if you want a player, you shouldn't have to grind for a loot box or some other form of gambling. What you should try and do is something like they have in Titanfall 2, where if you want an item, you buy them. They're not too expensive. They're mainly $1 to $3 a piece, except for the high-end ones, which are more like $5. None of them are weapons, which is the key point. None of them are weapons, but some of them are cosmetics, which is a good thing, but none of them are weapons, which is great because then everyone has a level playing field just based on skill. And I personally really like this model of sales. However, because of all the young people playing, and even teenagers playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, the state of Hawaii's Democratic representative has called the practices of EA predatory practices, which means that many people think that Hawaii might ban the game altogether, because if they're having predatory practices, that could be against the law, if not the United States law. Many people think that this is targeting young children as a marketing scheme. Now, that may not be against the law, but ask me this. Do you think that's morally right? Tell me down in the comments below. Alongside all of this, the sales of Battlefront 2 have gone down 60% in the last week. Along with that, with Black Friday coming up, that means that many people might be lacking or hesitant to buy the game, whereas EA's sales are going to suffer. Some additional info here. The most downvoted comment before EA's comment was only at about 1,000 to 2,000 downvotes. Now it's 23,600 on EA's representative's comment. That is insane. That's absolutely insane. Tell me your opinion in the comments below. And don't forget to leave a like. On a much more happier note, I'm going to end out the video. And there was a recent article on my news source about games great for Black Friday that have huge deals on them. And the one is Destiny 2. The Battle.net price went from $60 to $35, but it'll only last through Black Friday. All of these should. Then there's Middle-earth Shadow of War, which went from $60 to $36. Rocket League, which went from $20 to $9. These are all US dollars, by the way. Sid Meier's Civilization 6 on Steam went from $60 to $26. And then the deluxe version went from $80 to $34. Sounds like a pretty good deal. XCOM 2 War of the Chosen on Steam went from $40 to $26. Some other ones, Injustice 2 and Cuphead, both on Steam, went from $50 to $36 and $20 to $15 respectively. PUBG on Steam went from $30 to $23, so even that is getting in on them. And there are a bunch more, and I will leave the list in the comment or not in the comment, in the description below. So make sure you guys go and check that out if you want to buy some games for Black Friday and as Christmas gifts for everybody. And that's going to be about all for this week's news in the week of Thanksgiving. And I want to thank you all so much. I am very thankful for all of my fans and all of the people that have subscribed, left a like, left a comment before. Heck, if you're not subscribed or even left a comment, but you've left a like, I appreciate you. And I want to thank everyone for doing that. But that'll about wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And of course, keep mining those emeralds.